Hello and welcome to Love Advice TV. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. We created this community, we created this channel specifically for you, to help you, to support you through whatever situation you are going through. So whether that is you're navigating a difficult relationship, you just got out of a relationship, you're trying to get back into a relationship, whatever the case may be, we are here to help you through that process. My name is Danny, and I'm one of the head coaches here at the With My Ex Again project and Love Advice TV. And I work with clients on a daily basis through everything and anything that you can possibly think of when it comes to navigating relationships, exes, all of those things. And through that process, right, I am able to acquire the information from you guys as to what it is you need, what it is you want, what you're looking for, your comments, your questions, your inquiries. I take all of that into consideration and I create content around that to provide you with as much help as I possibly can. So the video that I created today was based off of those questions. And the question is, and the one that I actually get quite frequently is, how is it that my ex was able to move on so quickly? And if you are watching this video, I empathize with you. I know how difficult the situation can be because for you, you are still stuck. You still have love and care for this person, and it just feels like they dropped you and moved on and started this entirely new life without you, left you behind when you had invested so much time and energy into the relationship, hoping to build a very specific future, right? So I understand where you are coming from, but I'm hoping that I can provide you with a little bit more insight, right, around the possibilities or the reasons for why it may feel like your ex has moved on so quickly. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is insecurities. Insecurities play a major role in exes moving on quickly. And the reason why is because when we are insecure, we require validation consistently and frequently. And if we aren't getting that validation, it is very difficult for us to feel like we are valuable or that we matter, right? So what I oftentimes find is individuals, right, exes that get out of a relationship and jump immediately into another relationship is because there's an underlying insecurity there. They don't like to be alone. They feel the need to be in a relationship with somebody and receive validation so that they can feel like they matter. So it may not necessarily be that they don't care about you anymore or that they, don't have feelings. It's just that their own insecurities are louder in their head than the feelings that they had, right, post breakup. There's a common misconception that when somebody breaks up with you, it's because they don't care anymore. And that's not necessarily true. In fact, I find that to not be true 90% of the time, because keep in mind, I work with both sides. I work with, for example, if you're the individual who was broken up with, I work with people who have been broken up with, and I've also worked with people who break up with their partners, their spouses, their wives, their husbands. And 90% of the time, there is a level of guilt and pain and shame surrounded around the breakup. Now, in saying that, you're probably asking the question, then why break up? Why not try to make it work? And it's not necessarily anything to do with you. It has everything to do with how they are processing things, how they are feeling. And maybe they feel like they have reached their limit because they don't feel understood or fulfilled, or they haven't gotten their needs met, or they just lack the ability to communicate what their needs are. And therefore, it's left you in the dark and you guys have disconnected. And now they feel like there's no coming back from that. Whatever the case may be, I say that to reiterate the fact that breaking up with somebody is also not easy. So if you are thinking to yourself, well, they broke up with me because they just don't care anymore and they just threw me away like a piece of trash, that's not necessarily true. We have to look at it at all angles. So again, the first one is most likely an insecurity that they are dealing with. The second one is they disconnected throughout the relationship over an extended period of time because they did not feel like they were getting their needs and their expectations met. So really what that looks like is they individually were already grieving the relationship during the relationship. So when the breakup happened, the grieving process was not as intense because they already went through it. And therefore, they're already on the next phase or in the next chapter of the breakup process when you are being left to deal with the very first step. Because for you, you probably feel like it came out of left field. I'm not saying that's fair. I'm not saying that that is cool to do, right? But we also have to take into consideration many different variables here. What is their level of emotional intelligence? Are they good communicators? If they're not good communicators, which my guess would be they're not, if you were completely in the dark about everything, that probably contributed to them not being able to connect with you and let you know what is going on. The third one is they're hurting. This is a painful process for them as well. And some people do not deal with pain very well, right? We talk about certain things all the time. Self-sabotage, self-fulfilling prophecies, lack of self-worth and self-esteem and all of these types of things, right? So if that person is hurting and the only way in which they can feel good about the situation is to distract themselves and jump into another relationship, that is most likely what is happening, right? And as reversed and twisted as that may seem, I see that all the time with clients where they get out of a relationship and they immediately jump into another relationship because they just cannot deal with the pain of the breakup itself. And again, it begs the question, then why break up? Sometimes there are certain things that are present within a relationship that are not repairable. At least for them in their mind, it's not repairable. So they convince themselves that there's no way out other than exiting the relationship. But again, that leaves you feeling abandoned or less than or not valued. So I empathize, I understand. But again, that does not necessarily mean that they don't care. So again, like I said, there are three primary things that I've come to find when it comes to why an ex may be moving on so quickly. So the first one, as I mentioned before, is an insecurity, and they are in need of validation. The second one is they actually grieved the relationship during the relationship because they were not getting their needs fulfilled. And the third one is they are just hurting so badly that they feel the need to fill that void as quickly as they can, which, to be honest with you, is a little bit of self-sabotage. If you are going through this and you just feel completely lost and you feel like you need some more guidance, you need more support because you just don't know what to do at this point, you feel like you have done everything, I am more than happy to hold your hand through this process. I am more than happy to guide you, to give you recommendations, strategies. I've worked with many clients before in this situation and have managed to help people gain a new perspective, a new understanding of their situation so they feel more confident in making a decision, and I am more than happy to do that for you. If that is something that you feel like you need, my recommendation is to book a one-on-one coaching session, which you can do via our website. The website is www.withmyexagain.com, but to make your life easier, I would just put a link in the description box below. You can click on that link and it'll take you directly to the coaching page. If you just want a little bit more information, right, you want to explore this subject a little bit more, we also have a lot of tools and resources on the website. We have articles, blogs, videos, webinars, trainings, anything and everything that you may possibly need is there at your fingertips. Take advantage of it. Make sure you're leaving a comment down below. I love interacting with you guys. I love having conversations with you guys. Tell me your story. Tell me what it is that you think that you need. We have created this channel, this community for you. So your voice matters, your questions matter, and it's what we utilize to create the content on the page. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you on the next video.